Hello friends, welcome back to Wawa IAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 12th of January 2022 and now we are going to discuss 5 MCQs based on the current affairs. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But before we begin, a small information. The PDF of the discussion will be available in our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel details are there in the description. You can go and check it. Or you can type Wawa IAS in the Telegram and find our channel. It has more than 10,000 members, so even in that, you can go directly and download the document. Okay. Now let's look at the first question. Consider the following statements regarding red sandalwood. First one, it is endemic to southern Eastern Ghats mountain range of India, mountain range of South India. Second one, though the tree is valued for rich red color of its wood is not aromatic. Which of the following are correct statements? A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2, and the correct answer is C both 1 and 2. Red sanders has fallen back into the endangered category in the IUCN Red List in fact. This species, the red sandalwood, it is an Indian endemic tree species with a restricted geographical range in the Eastern Ghats. So recently we know there is this movie that came, Pushpa of Allu Arjun. Even in that movie they have shown what is red sandalwood and where it is found. It is generally found in the southern Andhra Pradesh and the Tamil Nadu region. Near the Tirupati region it is generally found. It is endemic to this region. In the entire world, this red sandalwood, this quality red sandalwood can be found only in this region. Okay, and this species, basically if you see, it is classified as near threatened in 2018 and it has now joined the endangered list once again. The red sanders or the red sandalwood is a species endemic to southeastern Ghats and it is valued for the rich color of its wood. The wood is not aromatic, but it should not be confused with the aromatic Xanthanum sandalwood trees that grows natively in South India. So this red sandalwood is different from the sandalwood that generally grows. This red sandalwood is very popular in countries like China, Japan and other countries because it has a lot of medicinal values. This is also listed in the appendix 2 of the CITES, which means that a certificate is required in order to export it. That should only be granted if the tree is not detrimental to the survival of the species. Okay. Now let's look at the second question. Consider the following statements. First one, there are no WTO definitions of developed and developing countries. Second one, China and South Korea both are currently under the developed category tag, since they fall under the upper middle income countries according to World Bank. We have to choose the correct statement. And here if we see the second statement, this is a wrong one because, whereas the first one is right, because WTO do not classify, it do not have definition regarding what is developed and what is developing. So first one is right, but second one, if you see, China and South Korea both are in developed countries. This is wrong because China recently got the developing country status at WTO. So that's why, that's why the second statement is wrong. China is not a developed country as of now. Okay, China, India, Russia, Brazil, South Africa, even South Korea is also a developing country only. So that is the reason the second statement is wrong and the first statement is right. So A1 only is the correct answer. Recently, China got the developing country status at WTO and it has become contentious issue with a number of countries raising concern against the decision. The WTO has not defined any specific definition with regarding developed and developing, and therefore member countries are free to announce whether they are developed or developing. So if let's say India want to announce itself as developed country, it can announce according to WTO. Okay, so the WTO, as it do not have any specific criteria, the countries are free to announce their decision regarding developed or developing. And if they announce developing, then they will get a lot of incentives. They will get a lot of benefits. Certain WTO agreements give developing countries some special and differential treatments. And also WTO pacts are often aimed at reduction in government support to certain industries over time and set more lenient targets for developing countries and grant them more time to achieve these targets. But they are more strict with respect to the developed countries. So that is the reason China announced itself as developing. So generally the developed and developing, this classification is done by the World Bank. Now let's look at the third question. Consider the following statements regarding the Central Public Works Department, CPWD. So first one is CPWD is a premier central government authority in charge of the public sector works that falls under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. This is the right statement. Second one, it came into existence in July 1854 when Lord Cornwallis established a central agency for the execution of public works and set up Ajmer Provisional Division. This is a wrong statement because in 1854 it was Lord Dalhousie who was the Governor General, not Lord Cornwallis. So the second statement is wrong, whereas the first statement is right. So A1 only is the correct answer. Okay. So as I said, the CPWD, Central Public Works Department, comes under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and it deals with buildings, roads, bridges, flyovers, etc. Construction of all of these things in the urban areas. And it was established by Lord Dalhousie in 1854. So next question. First one, so this question is with regarding a species. We have to identify the species. First statement, it is a state animal of Meghalaya. Okay. It is known for the spotted coat and inhabit primarily in the evergreen forest. Okay, this is the hint that we were given. It is categorized as vulnerable by IUCN. So among all the species, if you see, the spotted coat is something which is unique to the clouded leopard. So B, clouded leopard, is the correct answer. Clouded leopard is the correct answer. So in India, rare clouded leopard was spotted in the Nagaland mountains. The clouded leopard are known for its spotted coat and inhabit in the primarily evergreen rainforest. The clouded leopards roam the hunting grounds of Asia from the rainforests of Indonesia to the foothills of Nepali Himalayas, and they are categorized as vulnerable by IUCN. These clouded leopards, they are short and powerful legs equipped with rotating ankles that allow them to safely climb down the mountains in a head-first posture, much like the common squirrel. So the sharp eyesight helps them judge distance well, and the cats use their long tail to maintain the balance, and it is a state animal of Meghalaya. It is in the appendix 1 of CITES. Okay. So this is the information about the clouded leopard. So tomorrow if there is a question on clouded leopard, you can answer it easily. It is categorized as a vulnerable state animal of Meghalaya, and it is located in the evergreen forest. Okay. So now let's look at the fifth question. Question is, climate is extreme, rainfall is scanty, and the people used to be nomadic herders. The above statement best describes which of the following regions. This is the previous year CSE question. These type of questions are generally asked in CSE. So generally in geography, try to read all of these kind of things. That means try to learn about the type of vegetation. Okay, these forests and vegetation, you have to be very thorough. So here, if you see, climate is extreme and rainfall is scanty, and the people used to be nomadic herders. So if you see, according to this, it is Central Asian steppe. Okay, the Central Asian steppe is described here because it is not tundra. It is not even prairie. Okay, because the extreme climate is generally seen. So it's not moderate, and also it is not African savanna. Okay, so that's the thing about this question. Now, just a small information, guys, before I leave. So we are providing Vision Mains 365 and Vision Mains test series summaries. These summaries are available in our Telegram channel. Okay, you can subscribe to them via our Telegram channel. You can go to the Telegram channel, you can and check the quality of these summaries. As it is January and February is very much important for your mains preparation. So try to use the time as much as you can to gain the benefit. So that's it, guys, from our side. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.